Greetings and good morning, everybody. Welcome to a wonderful Wednesday. That's right. We are closing in on the end of the month with, I think the last full week still in front of us, and headed into a February that hopefully is uneventful. I can tell you right now, eventful things have been happening around the globe, but most especially with the globalists in Davos. Wild stuff. President called them all out to their faces for an extended conversation. It's amazing the man can speak on his feet, off of the teleprompter, and just light up everybody like their Christmas trees, especially all the commies and everybody that's part of the WEF. It was glorious. And he wasn't the only one. Lutnick went up there and lit up the head of accounts, what's her name, Rachel something or another from the UK, that tried to confront him on, global policy, economic policy, and he just wrecked her, just destroyed her. He basically, pointed at a picture of Amelia and said, "This is coming for you, you crazy lady." Starmer is losing power, and it's funny to watch. He got called out by one of many cabinet ministers and heckled from the cheap seats. He had to have them removed because he's got very thin skin and, nothing to back that up. But it's good to see you all out there. I want to say a quick shout out and thank you to Ruby who gifted a CultureCasino membership, along with the other fantastic folks that have done the same. We need as many memberships as we can get, folks, so your support is appreciated. So a quick shout out and thank you to the Weatherman, who's everywhere over on the Green Machine and on the tube. We've got Barry the Music Man. Great to see you, my friend. Welcome, and thank you for returning. And, of course, we've got Lee Kindler out there. Can I give a shout-out to a friend of mine? They got engaged last night. Of course! Why not? And thank you for the $5 super chat. Congratulations on your engagement. That's extraordinary. Well done. I like love. Big fan. Speaking of love, Ruby Hoove, once again, love you. Thank you so much. Tell Hoove I miss him. And, of course, Teddy! What's up, Teddy? Teddy D says, morning, culture and culturians, indeed. If you didn't get a chance to watch today's video, you should. It's kind of interesting what they're doing to Taylor Sheridan and what they've done to him over the course of the last 5 years. Consider this man is a one-man production house. I mean, think of all the things he's produced with his production partner, and the fact that, Paramount looks like they're cutting off their nose to spite their face, which is bad. Bad planning, I would say, and that's being charitable. Speaking of charitable, I'm not going to be charitable with Taylor Swift today. And you know what? We shouldn't be. Mean Girls doesn't work at the scale they're trying to play, and I'm really going to stick by my guns to say that Baldoni's in the right here, which is wild. Look at all these amazing people out there. It's Coma going. The lovely Penny, and all of the amazing wrenches like Juliet, like Ms. Pick Cafe, like Jill. Look at all these wonderful beings. I am so blessed. Whew. All right, folks, let's get to it, because 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're going to have wherever you are and wherever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about. Not a lot of time to do it. We got to talk about Netflix and their Wall Street's Q4 estimates, saying that the ad revenue topped $1.5 billion. They did pretty good numbers, but there's a small problem. They're headed downhill. We'll get to that in a second. Even as Netflix upgrades a Warner Brothers deal to an all-cash deal to try to look like they're making the same offer as Paramount, which they still aren't, they're asking their shareholders to vote on an $83 billion sale in April. Not asking for the Paramount deal, though, which is going to land them in court. That should be fun. Speaking of fun, The Rip came out on Netflix, one of the last opportunities to see something that might be worthwhile on Netflix. As everybody's pointing out, they are trying to appeal to the dumbest of all humans. In a conversation we had yesterday on the HCast with Mr. H Reviews, you'll probably want to review what myself, Marvin, and Nate himself said, talking about the fact that the dumbing down of not just the United States, but the entire globe is preferable to Netflix, which is why they produce content the way they do, basically describing and expositioning the plot throughout the entire film. Their offerings are for dumb people, And that's another good reason to unsubscribe from Netflix. Timothy Busfeld was not held without bail, unfortunately. His detention fate is decided, I guess. The abuse case, according to the defense, is because of con artist parents, despite the number of accusations made against this man, and a further one after this, his actual detention. So he's currently out on bail, and somehow they think he's not a flight risk. Sorry. Speaking of not sorry, though, Taylor Swift slams It Ends With Us director Justin Baldoni as a biatch in a text with Blake Lively, amongst other things. The availability of this information is not a good look for the two ladies on the screen, and never thought that Taylor Swift was all that good looking to begin with. But this isn't a good look in a lot of different ways. She's blasting Baldoni as a clown, a biatch, and revealed, in all these texts, that basically she is recreating a real, what do you call them? Nasty Girls, Mean Girls situation. And the director was called a doofus of her movie. It was his production company, that brought her in as the star. She begged with her friend, the pop star Taylor, to, support things and then go back and lie about it. This is not a good look for either of these two ladies, and it's only going to get worse as more and more of these documents start to appear, looping in Ryan Reynolds, Blake's husband, into this conversation. No bueno. Again, the Swiftie singer suggesting Baldoni is not strategic by using her song "My Tears Ricochet With Us" and creating a more power balance dynamic that shifts towards Blake's side of the equation. Insane. Speaking of insane, Kristen Davis doesn't believe that the Sex and the City franchise is over. That I call delusional. And of course, we have Taylor Sheridan's conversation around the video that I dropped this morning. Please take a look at it. But the mayor of Kingstown has been cut short. That's right. And at least Mayor of Kingstown's headed over to Netflix, and as is SEAL Team and Watson. Those are all headed over there to shore up their streaming efforts and get things that people might actually enjoy. Guess what? Bone Temple Pilots was not successful. We talked about that at length on Nate's channel yesterday. Despite the fact of all of that, Nia DaCosta comes out to break down what her failed directorial push did or didn't do in the retelling of the tale from the previous film. Surrounded by billionaires in Davos, Trump's plans to lay out exactly how he's making housing more affordable by getting the billionaires out of the business. That'll be a good thing. U.S. Steadies stock, they stopped dropping and fixed their positions. You'll see a rise, but that was the first drop since October, so doing pretty well. Warren Buffett's successor is going to sell off a giant chunk of Berkshire Hathaway's stock, 325 million shares in Kraft Heinz. Are we getting out of the big food business because we know something's coming? Maybe. We got Meta out there, going to have to suit up for another court case as the FTC says that it will appeal the Meta antitrust decision, because there are countries around the globe that thinks that Meta is an antitrust problem. And I agree. NASA astronaut, the lady that got stuck in space, is now retiring within a year of returning. Good for her. She probably recognizes that amount of time in space wrecks your bod as a human being. And this is one of the bigger problems that we don't talk about when we decide that, hey, let's go live on Mars. Well, there's no coming back, because everything changes when you're on a different planet. Moving on from there, Netflix is going to tell you they delivered a solid fourth quarter, but the stocks sink because they are not just slowing in subscriber growth at 325 million plus, but they're also falling like a rock, as is their stock, based on other factors like overextending themselves. And finally, a man described shoving his entire arm down a grizzly bear's throat after an attack that was levied upon him. Here's his image in the hospital. Congratulations to him on living. There's a lot of interesting photos in this article you can find over at the Daily Star, but the hunter did escape, and That split-section decision saved his life. Congratulations to the 26-year-old and to his brother for getting out of there quickly. Guys, be bear aware and don't play with bears. Bad plan. Do you realize that back in the day, like in places like Yellowstone, park rangers would actually feed the bears in public? Yeah, I know, it sounds strange, but it happened till we realized everything. Yep, like these are killers and they will kill us. They will eat our face off and they don't care. Speaking of not caring, I really don't care about a lot of the other things that are happening in the world right now. I care what's happening in the Western world, and I care that we're making some headway with memes and things like that and fighting back against the globalist douche canoes. So there's that. Yoshi says, wait, this case isn't dead? See, that's what I thought, my friend. But no, Hoshi, Nyo, it is not. It is not. I thought that the Baldoni case was dead, but it's not. His counterclaim seems to have gotten slain somehow, despite all this mountain of evidence. You have to remember, this guy was maintaining a website to call out all of the stuff that he'd managed to gather. And yet, the Blake Lively disaster with Taylor Swift is still out there to talk about. I like I said, page 6 has all of the stuff, including pages of text message transcripts. In fact, it really does reveal the lies that these two girls were telling, especially when they testified in, what do you call those? They're not really hearings. They're informal meetings that have legal ramifications because you're on the record. Man, the word escapes me right now. Regardless, Swift is a hag. I've never particularly found her attractive. Hang on a moment. Some people have. It's probably because I don't find the kind of bangs that she bears attractive on ladies. But hey, it is what it is. I'm not saying bangs are bad. I'm saying that her particular style of bangs would lead you to not want to, well, in a juvenile way, bang. Anyway, it is what it is. Look at all these amazing humans in the chat. We got Commander and Straker of Shadow. We got our friend Teddy. Teddy, Mayor of Kingstown, is fantastic for sure. Can you imagine cutting Jeremy Renner's series short? That's one of the pieces of news I dropped in today's video. So if you haven't watched the Taylor Sheridan video, the dude, not the chick, Taylor Sheridan, you probably should. Probably should. Tom's in the house, Magnify, hanging out here. He's got stuff to do. Thank you for being a mod. We've got many folks out there in the contributor window, including our good friend, Graph Webb, the most consistent person on the internet, with a $2 super duper chat reminding you, as I believe I already did this morning, for Frank's sake. Good morning, Frank. Hashtag cancel Disney Plus. That's right. Do that for sure. Ah, man, so many great things happening today. Space scrambles your brain. It also scrambles other things like your ability to walk normal, bear weight properly. It decreases your bone density. And wait till you get to Mars, where there's much less gravity. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Good morning, born in Boston. A wonderful Wednesday to you. Good to see you. There's Mark Daly in the house. I haven't seen Mark for a minute, but I found this Mark Santos. Good morning, my friend. Nothing wrong with living in space if you're born there. Oh, indeed, Stella Star. Indeed. Appropriately named and avatared right there. But I'll tell you, I still am not certain people could convince me not to go to Mars. Could you imagine being the first, one of the part of the group of the first Martian citizens? You know, be first to, procreate on Mars, have a first generation of Martians. It's not easy living. I mean, do you know, this is one of the conversations. You're going to live in an underground base. You're not going to see the sun or the sky in a way that you're used to seeing it. There won't be one. We're going to have to terraform. We're going to have to basically change the way that planet exists in order for it to be externally habitable without any kind of respiratory gear or anything else, pressure suits, all of that. Just keep that in mind. The bear chose him. Exactly. Look, ladies, if you think that you want to choose the bear over the guy, I think you want to pick the bear. Man really did punch a bear. Yes, Hoshi, Rio. You did. You nailed it. Exactly. And you know what? I think that's great. Saved his life, though. Shoving your arm down the bear's throat makes it kind of uncomfortable for the bear. You kind of want to get out of there. At least I think so. Our good friend Q2Cast TV, whose channel is starting to gin up lots of great content, is back up and running. Their interview with Babylon 5 star Peter Jurassic, a.k.a. Londo Mallory. I never know how to say any of these names. On Sci-Fi Snob and Sci-Fi For Me TV channels. Yes, we definitely need to promote that. Go check it out. And let's see. Juliet was calling out the wonderful bear story, which I love doing. And there's many more of you with your contributory elements. I just want to say thanks for. Crazy White Boy is out there in the chat. Oh, thank you. Eric the Mod Brothers calls me out and reminds me that's called a deposition. Yeah. That's all. Yeah. Depots. Yeah. Hollywood's full of depot babies now, are they? Anyway. Anyway. So there's no Blake Taylor movie. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. Phew. Thank the Lord, even though I put that evil out there and watch it actually happen. That would be terrible. The question is, does she actually marry the football guy? Haven't heard much about that relationship in a while, have we? Very strange. His claim got thrown out because California has an anti-retaliation law where a man can't countersue a woman who is suing him for harassment. Thank you, Jeff Elms, for telling me what happened, why it happened, and only in the crappy state of California could you get away with writing such a one-sided law. I would be suing California right now if I were that guy, Justin Baldoni, because that law is, based on sex, which you can't write laws around. That's bad. This is very bad. Yep. Anyway, let's see who else is out in the chat. Now I have Nintendo music's in my head. Corporeal Being, good morning. Never used Disney Minus, even when I could have had it for free from Verizon. Yep. Google says she's 5'10". Okay. Height doesn't matter to me. I don't care if one's taller or shorter. I don't think it matters. She is good at her job pretending to be an entertainer. I'll just say that. Texas 84 says, I ain't leaving this planet. Well, there you go. I don't know. It'd be, I still think it'd be interesting, you know. And again, you could be the first Martian. The question would be one of faith for me. If I died, would I still go to heaven if it were on Mars? Or in space? Does it actually matter with your faith? I don't think so. Anyway. Matt Damon already colonized Mars. Uh-oh. I saw the historical record on it. Thank you, Wildman Yavin. Yeah, I thought Martian was an interesting film, and it got some science right and some very, very wrong. Anyway. What else is happening? Let's see. Keep it real original in the house. Great to see you, dear. 26 is the only begotten. Hey, I made it. And I found the button, I think, to say hi. You did. I listen when I can, still trying to find someone to help me with the accessibilities. Well, if anybody here knows about that, if you could share with Keep It Real Original, I would appreciate it. I truly would. It will help for folks who are struggling with vision and other issues that come along over time and born out of unfortunate circumstances. Believe me, one of the things I lost in my medical controversial moment of crazy was some ability to have clear sight. So I'm headed back to the ophthalmologist here soon to get new glasses. Hopefully that'll help. Other people out there in the audience also struggle with sight. It's good to see L Bird out in the house. We got Popcorn Power in the house out there. Good to see you. And for those of you who don't know it, I'm trying to get to 1,000 members on the channel. That's a real good, stable number that keeps the channel alive through thick and thin, despite the fact that YouTube is, what's the right word? Shadow banning me. That's right. So if you're watching this for the first time or the 1,000th and you happen to look down in the corner and notice that the little button down there is red and says subscribe to the channel right now. Then hit the notification bell, turn all notifications on, then hit the thumbs up button. You have just done yourself and my channel and everybody else here an enormous service. Thank you for that. Daniel Alpine, what's up, buddy? He also said, we can trust what Sardanos says about the 45-day. No, we can't. You cannot trust it. I don't trust that. I said that yesterday during the HCast. You guys missed a good show yesterday if you missed it. Otherwise, you can go back and watch it. We did clips from that show are actually on Mr. H's archive channel. They started airing today. One of those clips is on Marv and Nate's review of Bone Temple. Believe it or not, they both enjoyed it. I don't know. Kamagoan, thanks for being here. It seems like you're going. Wild Matty Yavin drops a $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend, saying, all right, here's the plan. We're skipping Mars and heading straight for Psyche 19, a golden asteroid. Mine the crud out of it, worth about 10,000 quadrillion. That sounds good to me. I'll hop on board that mining operation. Generational wealth right there. Chris Dickerson in the house. Good to see you, friend. Says, hey, Culture, Starfleet Academy still have glasses. You know, I noticed that. In the future, we won't have glasses. This is insanity. Of course, Starfleet Academy should have been the tragic loss of Ozempic themed. I mean, they really should focus on that storyline. Ozempic and similar weight loss agents have been lost to the sands of time in our future. And that's why everybody looks like Oprah Winfrey. Anyway. My eyesight improved incredibly when I cleaned my glasses. Yeah, I need to do that as well. All right. We've got a big audience out there. It's great to see you. Larry, reminding you all to sub, Duke of sub, Duke of sub. Anyway, I just want to say thank you to all of you out there. The channel continues to grow. The emphasis on new material continues to grow. And I appreciate it because it's all because of y'all. You're sharing the material out there. You're sharing the streams. You're sharing the dreams. And I think it's amazing. Right now, top story formats for content are going to be the WEF's World Economic Forum garbage. You're going to see stuff for Starfleet Academy and its incredible failure and much more. So, make the Taylor Sheridan part of your day today. Right now, we're just a little over 300 views. Yesterday's video didn't go anywhere because Marvel is not as popular as people want to pretend. And I think that's bad news for Disney and the upcoming film. So there's that. Not sure where you're going next, but I am going to automatically redirect you from here. The lovely folks at the Green Machine will take care of that over there. But let's take a look. Are you going to that park place or directly to WDW Pro? He asks himself and others. That park place. Incoming at 10 o'clock. As M4 Empire this morning. Let's see. Sorry, folks. I want to make sure I send you to the right places. That's my job. Nope. And I know WDW Pro is later today. So if you're jonesing for a little bit of theme park themed music, that you can get over on Prelude Pro Radio on one of the many channels over there. But it looks like that Park Place is where we're headed next. So sit back, relax. You have plenty of time. Use the time to check out my video and maybe some stuff over on M4 Empire and T3PO. Since it's Wednesday, I believe we've got a Hollywood backlot with Lou and you. I'm kind of excited for. And barring that, if you're looking for a live show, Midnight's Edge is live currently. So you can go check out Midnight's Edge in the morning. Regardless, that Park Place Live is coming up next as far as I'm concerned and as far as the redirect is concerned. So let's get you over to that Park Place. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. And one last clearance for the generosity of others, and say thank you to all of you for an amazing day. See ya. Oh, and check out Sherry's Crab Shack.
Are you tired of the same old buffet food at Wang's? Have you had enough dong to last you a lifetime? Well, take just a few more steps past those single-minded restaurants and dive into Sherry's Slam and Clam. Sherry's Slam and Clam Shellfish Bar is truly all you can eat, unlike the 2-shrimp limit that stingy bastard Wang has. In a hurry, let Sherry stuff your box. To go! Be shellfish and take all you want from Sherry's Slam and Clam. Located next to the 3rd Street Bolorama, Sherry's is open 6 days a week. If you are looking to slam clam, get to Sherry's today.
Why, hello there, random citizen.
Oh, hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
Have you subscribed to CultureCasino yet?
Well, no.
Friggin'
Oh!
These guys, I tell ya.
Oh!
Dang it, I missed. Why won't these guys just subscribe already?
That hurt.